Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rahim Sheikh and today we are going to discuss present perfect continuous tense. So please, my handwriting is not good, but you can understand the spellings, right? So which tense we are going to discuss today? That is present perfect continuous tense. Okay, before this we have discussed simple present tense, a present continuous tense and present perfect tense. Now this is the last tense we are going to discuss in the present tense. Okay, after that we will start the past and after that future. So this is how we are going to end all our tense. Okay, so this is very important. So how we are going to learn this tense? First we will see when we have to use this tense. After that we will see the different structures like positive structure, negative structure, and after that introverted structure. So this is how we are learning all our tenses, right? And even I am discussing five examples for your understanding. So first, let's see when when do we use present perfect continuous tense? Okay, present perfect continuous tense. So when do we use? Here, whenever one action is started in the past, let's say some action, you are doing some action which started in the past and still it is going on, still it is happening. So for telling that action we use present perfect continuous tense. So one action is there which started in the past. Okay, let's say 2 years back you started one course and still you are pursuing that course. Okay, so how you will tell that? So you will use to tell that you will use present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So let's take one example. I have been pursuing my degree since 2016. I have been pursuing my degree since 2016. Means you started 2000. You started pursuing your degree in 2016, and let's say now it's 2018. So 2 years back you started, and still that degree is going on. Okay. So this is how you will use present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So now let's see the structures. First we will see the positive structure. Okay, and after that negative, and in the last interrogative. Let's see first positive sentence structure. Positive sentence. Okay, positive means whenever there is no negative word in a sentence, that sentence we say as positive sentence. So here first subject will be there. Okay, after that have or has. So difference between have and has we already discussed. Okay, in short I will tell one more time. After that been, after that fourth form of verb, or you can say ing form of verb, and in the last object. So what is the structure of present perfect continuous tense? So this is first subject. Okay, subject can be noun or pronoun. Okay, after that have, has. So either of these you have to take. After that been plus fourth form of verb in the last object. Okay, now you know the for singular we use has, for singular subjects we use has, and for plural subjects we use have. Okay, that's the difference. After that been, here it is compulsory. Okay, irrespective of subject, in each and every sentence we have to use been. Okay, it's compulsory. After that fourth form of verb, and in the last object. Let's see few example. First example, I have been studying. I have been studying. I have been studying since 2019. Since still you are studying. This is why it is present. If you are not studying now, so it will go into the past. Okay, past perfect continuous tense. If that action is still going on, so then only we have to use present perfect continuous tense. So here I have been studying since 2019. So action started on 2000 in 2019. Action started in 2019 and still action is going on. So for that we are using present perfect tense. So see here. Here majorly we use two prepositions. Okay, in present perfect continuous tense, that is for and since. Here we use two prepositions. So whenever we use since, so here we have to specify the time. Okay, it can be year, it can be month, it can be day. Okay, anytime. So here, whenever here I used year, right? You can use second, minutes. You can use time here. You can use month. You can use any format of time. Okay, but whenever it comes to the for, let's take one more example using has and for. So it's second example. He has been studying. He has been studying for 2 years. For 2 years. Now see here. What is the difference between these two sentences? I have been studying since 2019. Here we didn't specify the time duration, but whenever we talk about for, whenever we use for preposition in present perfect tense, you have to specify the time duration. It can be 1 month, 2 months, 2 years, whatever time duration. Okay, here it's 2 years. So for time duration and since for starting time. Okay, this you have to remember. So whenever we are specifying starting time, you should use since. Okay, you should not be confused in these two words. Majoritarily you will see these two words in present perfect tense, since and for. For we specify period of time. Okay, so here since we specify the starting time. Okay, now here see, I have. You know that with I we always use have, but whenever subject is singular, we have to use has. Okay, he has been studying for 2 years. Now let's take third example. A boy has been running since morning. Now here, morning means it is one time, right? The action started in morning, so that is why we have written here morning. So a boy has been running since morning. So here we have not specified the period of time, and we use since to specify the starting time. So what is the subject? A boy. That is the reason we have taken has as helping verb, right? After been is compulsory irrespective of subject. If subject is singular or plural, it doesn't matter with been. Okay, in every sentence we have to use it. After that, form of verb, and in the last, whatever a part left, that is object. Okay, so what is the sentence? A boy has been running since morning. A boy has been running since morning. Let's take one more example. So they have been watching a movie. They have been watching a movie for 2 hours. For 2 hours. They have been watching a movie for 2 hours. So here, what is the subject? They. This is the plural subject, right? After that, have, because subject is plural, and whenever subject is plural, we have to take have as a helping verb. After that, been, fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. So what is the sentence? They have been watching a movie for 2 hours. So here, whenever we are using for as preposition in present perfect tense, you have to specify the time duration, or you can say period. And whenever we are using since, so it after that we have to write the starting time. Here, since morning, since 2019, since last month, since last night. So whatever time, starting time, you can specify there for time duration. This is what you have to remember in present perfect continuous tense in positive structure. Okay, so what you need to understand here, I will recap one more time. Subject plus have or has plus been plus fourth form of verb plus object. So here subject can be noun or pronoun. You can see here here a boy is noun, remaining all are pronouns. Okay, after that have or has. So you have to see the what is the subject, then only you can decide you have to use have or has. If subject is plural, choose have. So only when exception is there, we already discussed, this is first person, right? With I we always use have. After that, whenever third person singular or After I, whatever singular subjects you get, with that you have to use has as helping verb. After that, been is compulsory and fourth form of verb and the object. So what are the examples? I have been studying since 2019. He has been studying for 2 years. A boy has been running since morning. They have been watching a movie for 2 hours. So these are the examples. So a few more examples you have to write by yourself, okay, and comment it down. Now let's discuss about negative structures. Okay, so this is all about positive structure. Now we will see about negative sentence structure. Okay, so in that there is nothing tricky, only few things we have to modify. The prepositions, same prepositions we will be using there, and what we have to change here. See, this will become negative. Okay, so negative sentence, negative sentence. So here after have has we have to add what? Not. So in negative sentence a negative word will be there, right? So what negative word will be there? Have or not. Okay, have not or has not. So in negative sentence one negative word should be there, then only it is negative sentence, right? If negative word is not there, then it will be the positive sentence. So here not is there, after that been, and after that fourth form of verb, and in the last object. So let's see few examples. So it is very easy, right, to remember this structure. Is there any difficulty? If you understand the structure of positive sentence, only after have or has you have to add not. That's the job you have to do. Whenever you are forming negative sentence in present perfect tense, you just need to add not, okay, after have or has. Now let's see few examples so you will get better idea. So here she she has not been writing her homework. She has not been writing her homework since last Monday. Since, so here space is not there, right? For 2 hours we will write for 2 hours. She has not been writing her homework for 2 hours. Means it's been 2 hours. She has not written anything. Okay. So what is the sentence here? She has not. See here, where I have written not after has. Okay. This is the structure you have to follow. If you write not here or before has, so totally it will be wrong. Okay. So you have to take care of everything here. She has not been writing her homework for 2 hours. She has not been writing her homework for 2 hours. So this is one example. So after that, let's take another example. They have not been watching. They have not been watching TV since morning. Since morning. Here, those people, they have not been watching TV since morning. They have not been watching TV since morning. Here, have I have taken helping verb. The reason is the subject is plural. Here, subject was a singular. That's the reason I have taken has. And after have and has, we have to take not as negative word. Okay, remaining part is same. Let's take one more example. Third example. So it will be a girl has not been walking. A girl has not been walking for 1 hour. For 1 hour. For 1 hour. Let's say and there it's been 1 hour, still one girl was not walking at that time. So what example you can use there? A girl has not been walking for 1 hour. Okay, so these are the few examples in negative sentence. There is no tricky, right? It's very easy and easily you can understand. So I will not extend it to 5 examples. In only 3 examples, we will wrap it because it is easy. Only we are adding not here. So what are the examples? She has not been writing her homework for 2 hours. They have not been watching TV since morning. A girl has not been walking for 1 hour. So this is how you can make negative sentences in present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So this is how you have to practice. First, you have to practice positive sentences, after negative sentences, and after that interrogative. If you practice like this means you will get the good command over the tense. Okay. So just practice can make you perfect. This thing you have to remember, and you have to practice this again and again until you become perfect. Okay. Now, after this, you understood negative sentence. Now, let's talk about verbal questions. Okay. So, please tell me what is mean by verbal question. Okay. Already we discussed in simple present tense and in present continuous and perfect tense. We discussed right verbal questions and after that WH questions. So, you have to tell me what does mean by verbal question. Okay. There are two types of questions, right? Actually, there are three types of question. The third type we will discuss in the last. Okay. So first we will discuss the verbal question. Verbal questions. So now the question which starts with helping verb. Okay. So it is the questions which starts with helping verb. It is a verbal question. Okay. Now, so here what helping verbs we have. So first we will see the structures, right? So here have or has. Have or has. So this will be the starting. After that, so here you have to understand here after this subject and after this been. Okay, this structure you have not found in previous sentences in previous tenses, but here it's like this. Okay, first have or has, after that subject, after that been. Okay, and after that fourth form of verb, and in the last object. Okay, and after that question mark will be there. No need to write, right? You can understand that much. If question is there, so you will put the question mark at the end of sentence. Okay, so now let's see few examples. First, before that you should understand this structure properly. That is very important. First, have or has. These are the helping verbs in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, have or has. After that subject, after that been, after that fourth form of verb, and in the last object. So here, so what you will see first, have you been writing since morning? Since morning. Have you been writing since morning? Have you been writing since morning? So what is this? Here we have started the question with have, with helping verb, right? That is why this is verbal question. After that, here this is subject. After that, been, this is the fourth form of verb, and remaining part is object. So have you been writing since morning? After that, second example, has she been doing her work her work since last night? Has she been doing her work since last night? Has she been doing her work since last night? So here has is the helping verb because subject is singular here. So you have to take care of it. After that, been fourth form of verb, and this remaining part is what? It is object. Okay, you need to understand the structure now properly. I will not tell everything after. So I think here two examples are enough. Okay, so already you got to know we discussed many different tenses, right? So if I'm telling everything in depth, so you will be bored. So here you understood. After this means you can easily get it. Now let's see what last one, that is WH questions. So in the WH question, what is there? So WH words will be there at the starting. Okay, so here now WH questions. Now let's say, how have you been writing since morning? So here I will turn this question into WH questions. So what it will become? How have you been? How so now what it become? How have you been writing since morning? Okay, so here I just added WH word here at the starting, so it became means a WH question. Okay, before it was verbal question, now it is WH question. So let's turn this question to WH question. So has she been doing her work since last night? So why? Here we can add WH word. Why has she been doing? Okay, so here what we can add? Why has she been doing her work since last night? So this is simple question, right? We are asking reason, and here we are asking method how. So this is all about verbal questions and WH questions. So what you need to understand here, and here in the structure, what will be the structure of WH question? Here WH word will come at the starting. Even this should be the smaller one, right? Here WH word, after that have or has, after that subject plus been plus fourth form of verb plus object. So this is all about present perfect continuous tense. So first we have seen where we have to use it, when we have to use the present perfect continuous tense. After that we have seen the present structure. After that positive structure, not present structure. We have seen positive structure. After that negative structure, and after that we have seen verbal questions, and in the last we have seen the negative means WH questions. Okay, so here what you need to understand, I am telling repeatedly, you must have to practice it, then only you can get it. And you have to practice different sentences, you have to frame different sentences by your own, then only you can form sentences while talking. And try to read it loudly if you are watching this tutorial. Okay, so what you have to do, whenever you are reading anything, okay, you have to pause and you have to read it very loudly, so you will be habituated and fluency will come. Whenever you are repeating all this, first you are listening to me, right? After that you have to repeat it. Okay, then only you can be habituated with speaking, and you have to frame your own sentences. So after few, it will take some time, within 2 months, if you are dedicated, if you are following with the consistency, so within 2 months you can finish all the English part. Okay, but you must be consistent, you must be dedicated, and you must be following all these things in proper manner. That's what matters. So till now all this enough. Okay, so now just subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, as I'm going to upload videos on the different tenses, so you will get the notification on it. And